really want?
I am from a telephone company. There is something the matter with your phone.
My phone?
What?
You said there's something about with my phone.
Yes.
My phone?
That is correct, yes. That is what I've been saying.
There is no trouble with the telephones here.
I know when there is a trouble and when there is not a trouble.
Right, welcome back to Another Knowledge. And that was a clip from Inspector Clouseau films, right? And the Clouseau, as you can see, the Jacques Clouseau, right, the C. You know, the C, and the Jack is the Jacob, the James. So a very coded thing, right? But this code, what I'm doing in this particular video, right, is to do with the way that the Inspector Clouseau pronounces things in these movies, right? So see, like that clip there, right? If it picked up the sound, like the Inspector Clouseau, right, pronounces the words like book as book, right? So you say, like, instead of the book, you say like the book, see? So it's like the book becomes the book, right? And of course, you know, Inspector Clouseau, I mean, Peter Sellers was one of their Royal Masons and all that, right? So they're coding in, some of their codes into these series of movies and that, right? That's what it's all about, right? There's all things like this, Inspector Clouseau, how to speak Clouseau's, this is, it's like a well-known thing about this Inspector Clouseau pronouncing the words, right? So your good book, as in your Bible, right, as well as being the cube, and the book, right, also become the book, right? So this Burke is to do with the book, right? This is William Burke, the one of the body snatchers. Burke and Hare, right? Like Hare Krishna, see? The book and the Hare Krishna. So again, religious type of stuff and all that, right? And there's a lot of Burkes. A lot of Burke around. Very popular with the T's and that. Burke is a the borough. So Burke coming from the book again, right? We say the Burke's peerage, right, which established by John Burke, has become a definitive guide to the genealogy and heredity of historical families, right? So basically it's like a guidebook for aristocracy and all this type of families and all that, right? Burke's peerage. So there's the book and the Burke, see? The Burke family publishers company. See what I'm saying? The book publishers. Simple as that, isn't it? Landed gentry. Burke's Peerage, Baronetage and Knightage, 107th edition, see? But basically the book of the peerage, right? The book of the peerage. You couldn't have a Burke without a James Burke, right? James Burke. This James Burke was very famous throughout the 70s and 80s on British television. Books, The Knowledge Web, Education, Jesus, College, Oxford, Maidstone Grammar School. The usual type of thing, see? TV shows, Tomorrow's World, Apollo 11, James Lee Burke. The Alfred Burke actor, again very famous in the 70s, 80s and all that. One of the big actors like the Burke. Best known for his portrayal of Frank Marker, the Mark Master Freemasonry, and the Frank the Free. So he obviously was a Mason, they won the public eye. Here's Michael Burke. Michael Burke was a newsreader, one of the main newsreaders on BBC, very much involved in the Ethiopian famine relief stuff and all that. Remember when he done the one, the Lockerbie disaster. He used to read the 9 o'clock news. So it's Michael Burke. Michael Burke is the angel from the book. It's like the angel from the book of Revelations. See, Michael Burke. Or Angel Michael from the good book. Right. Duncan Burke. Newsreader. 666. Moral Maze. Briefly worked as a hod carrier. Imagine that posh kid is working as a hod carrier. So that's obviously a bit of code to say he's a Mason, right? That's a bit of code to basically say he's a Freemason. Yeah, doesn't look like he'd be able to carry much bricks, like, does he? The Burke's reporting of the Ethiopian famine, see? You know about the Ethiopian eunuch. And that's what this Ethiopian famine idea was all about. The Ethiopian eunuch, right? The angel, of course, these Masons love their angels. Because basically the angel is the angle, right? And there's the adult and the dalit. So the Book of Angels. There's the Book of Angel Secrets. So the love angels, and you know. And there's the Book of Enoch. I love all that stuff, see. You always see interesting things where Revelation, the angel of the bottomless pit, right? And that's 9/11, right? So obviously we know what that's all about, right? Yeah, the 9/11 and the angels from the bottomless pit, right? Another word for the bottomless pit is the abyss. Right, the abyss, again coming out this Book of Revelations in the Bible. Angel of the abyss. So when you had this Michael Burke, right, as a newsreader on the TV, that's what they were basically, you know, going for, this. The angel from the abyss and all this. You know, full of hex and stuff like that, right? There's Michael Burke with a starving Ethiopian baby, right? This is a very famous image. And you wonder where he got the baby from. It's obviously come out of an tea program went wrong or something, right? They got hold of this baby and that. So this is what this Michael Burke's well known for, this Ethiopian famine stuff. Obviously they're sort of, milking it and all that. Michael Burke in Ethiopia. Devastating famine of 1984, of course we know what that one is and all, right? Funny how all these things, basically come together like. Of course a transcript. There's a transcript in it, see? Broadcast horrific images of Ethiopia's biblical famine into our homes, of course, because that's what they're all about, isn't it? Biblical famine and all this. The Highlands, remember the Highlander? The Highlander, there can be only one. The Highlander, eh? So there's an Ethiopian Highlands as well as a Scottish Highlands, eh? In towns such as Mekelle, St. Michael's, eh? The angel. So all this stuff, there was a lot of hex behind it. It wasn't just, what was happening or something. It was all worked out in biblical hex. You got the Archangel Michael Arch, the Royal Arch. And Michael is not merely one of the angels, but the head of a battalion of the angels. Disputed about the body of Moses, and of course, what Moses is linked to the African stuff, right? And there's the Jude. Again, see? It's all the same stuff. Africa, Jews, the angels. This starving Ethiopian baby shocked the Britain with the biblical famine, right? Images changed the world. Michael Burke with the kid, the Ethiopian baby. Thing about the angel of the abyss, right? Because Ethiopia, right, or what's called Ethiopia now, was called the Kingdom of Abyssinia, right? Transforming, obviously like the trans idea, and transforming itself into the Ethiopian Empire. There's a 33. Round about the 20th century, fairly recently, right? So the Kingdom of Abyssinia, the Abyss, and the Angel of the Abyss. So you know what that Michael Burke was all about. Abyssinia, the Ethiopian Highlands. And including Somalia. It's part of the Ethiopian land. Addis Ababa. So there's the Angel of the Abyss. If you look here, right, it tells you Ethiopian was a Greek term for black-skinned peoples generally. The eunuch. Of course, EE forming a 33. Right? And the baptism of the eunuch. Philip the Evangelist toured by an angel to go from Jerusalem to Gaza and encountered the Ethiopian eunuch.